Daniel Craig's epic run as James Bond came to a close with No Time to Die. But don't worry, Bond fans, let's dive into what we know about the next potential film, better called Bond 26. Yes, the movie is happening and we are here to talk about it. Stay with us until the end of this video to know everything about this upcoming movie. So, let's begin. To begin with, Craig's time spent playing 007 was truly legendary. He had a significant impact on the series from Casino Royale to Skyfall. He became a cherished character in the series thanks to his interpretation of Bond, which gave him a raw, sharp edge. The crucial query at hand is, though, who will be the next to sip Martinez and save the world? Although Bond 26's specifics are currently unknown, we do know that it is undoubtedly in development. To guarantee that the new Bond would never tire of captivating audiences, the creators are taking their time in selecting the ideal replacement for Craig. Particularly since Amazon bought MGM, rumors about possible spin-off shows and other projects have circulated, but let's not lose sight of the main attraction, the 26th Bond movie. Fans are buzzing with anticipation over who will wear a tuxedo next. Though there has been some speculation, names like Idris Elba, Henry Cavill, and Tom Hardy have all been mentioned. Given the producer's reputation for making unexpected decisions, a new person may be appointed to the position. More of the exciting action, sophisticated espionage, and razor-sharp wit that we enjoy is promised in Bond 26. The series' creative team is dedicated to producing a picture that pays tribute to Bond's history while still offering something fresh and innovative. Given the history of reinvention in the Bond franchise, the upcoming film will undoubtedly be a must-see. In case you were unaware, the news is now official. There will be a 26th James Bond film. After Amazon acquired MGM in 2022, there were some worries, but producer Michael G. Wilson assured us that 007, our beloved, would not be leaving. It's a whole new world, he said. The Bond will always exist, even though we have to wait and watch what happens with Amazon. However, what is Bond 26 likely to bring? Well, not much about the plot or storyline is confirmed as of yet. The insider information, however, is that the series will once again undergo a gentle reboot, with a new actor taking on the renowned role of 007. Recall how No Time to Die teased us with the idea that James Bond might show up after the credits? That assurance is beginning to materialize. This implies that Bond will be portrayed in a novel way, with potential new escapades and a shift in the character's overall trajectory. We're all glued to our seats, eager to discover who will be the next actor to don a tuxedo and enchant viewers throughout the globe. Especially since the producers have a reputation for withholding information until the perfect time. Anticipation is growing for how this new chapter in Bond's history will play out. Will it adopt Daniel Craig's rough, uncompromising approach again? Or will it go toward a distinct style of elegance? There is no doubt that Bond 26 will carry on the tradition of exhilarating action, espionage, and that distinct charm. Yes, that serves as our cue that Bond 26 will take place. However, despite all the rumors, you can be confident that our dapper hero James Bond will be returning to his role from the previous film. Yes, there was a rumor that Nomi would take over the 007 code in No Time to Die. The word on the street is that Aaron Taylor Johnson is the front-runner to step in those elegant 007 shoes. The worst part is that he hasn't responded to it yet. Even though it's not official yet, everyone is talking about it. Let's now discuss a few more possible candidates for the renowned position. Tom Hardy is number one on the list. Who wouldn't want to see him in the Bond movie? With an action-packed filmography that includes The Dark Knight Rises and Mad Max Fury Road, Hardy has demonstrated that he is capable of carrying the charisma and intensity required of Bond. He is an intriguing option because of his gritty charm and capacity to give nuance to complicated characters. For years, fans have been urging Hardy to take on the role of James Bond, so this may be his chance to shine. Then there is Henry Cavill, a well-known actor most recognized for his portrayal of Superman. Cavill is physically and aesthetically perfect to play Bond's slick demeanor, but also he gives the role a touch of wit and tenderness. Since he demonstrated his espionage prowess in The Man from the Uncle, he would be a perfect fit to play Bond. Not to be forgotten is Idris Elba, whose name has been mentioned about Bond for a while. Elba would break down barriers and give Bond's persona new depth with her charismatic and authoritative presence in the role. Bond 26 aims to bring the exciting action, espionage intrigue, and classic Bond moments that fans all around the world have grown to adore, regardless of who ends up wearing the tuxedo. Tom Hardy is undoubtedly qualified for high-stakes covert work, but his advancing years present a small problem. He will be well into his 50s by the time filming gets underway. It's not a deal-breaker, but maybe this time they'll be more interested in someone a little younger. We don't want another Roger Moore in A View to a Kill after all. Next, it's understandable why Henry Cavill has been mentioned frequently about James Bond. For this Man of Steel, slipping into a tux is effortless. Cavill could enter the part with ease and flair because of his stunning appearance and indisputable charm. He has talent, but there are several obstacles in his way. Resigning from The Witcher after 3 seasons may cause some people to take notice, and his busy schedule may also play a role. Bond also tends to avoid megastar actors, which may not quite fit Cavill's current profile. Therefore, even though he is a contender, the Bond Mafia may see him negatively for a few reasons. Let's now talk about Cillian Murphy, the Hollywood chameleon. From Peaky Blinders to A Quiet Place Part 2, he has starred in a lot of films. Not to mention, he won an Oscar for his role in Oppenheimer. There is no doubt that the man has range. Murphy is the epitome of the James Bond character. He possesses all the necessary action skills, gorgeous features, flair, and swagger. He effortlessly gives off that James Bond aura. Maybe the only unanswered question is if he is prepared to lead a franchise. If his performance in Oppenheimer is anything to go by, then consider that question answered with a resounding yes. Sure, he might be on the older side compared to some other contenders at 47, but age is just a number, right? If anyone can pull off the role with class and sophistication, it's Cillian Murphy. Despite his youth, Dev Patel would be ideal for the part of James Bond. Few can equal the depth and maturity he gives to his performances. With roles ranging from the engaging The Green Knight to the more somber The Newsroom and the personal history of David Copperfield, Patel has established himself as one of Hollywood's up-and-coming talents. The hype around Monkey Man simply serves to enhance his already stellar background. In a recent interview with Total Film, Patel acknowledged the custom of linking young British actors with a role, but he sounded pleasantly surprised by the Bond speculations. In a humble attempt to acknowledge the character's iconic status, he took it as a compliment. Patel is a contender to take into consideration because of his skill and adaptability. Many fans get excited at the thought of him looking dapper and that famous tuxedo and coming through for the good guys in classic Bond style. Tom Hiddleston is another favorite candidate because he exudes a sophisticated, sultry air. Despite lacking Sean Connery's timeless charm or Daniel Craig's tough build, Hiddleston's portrayal in The Night Manager demonstrated why he's almost destined to be the next James Bond. He is a perfect fit for Bond because of his easy elegance in suits and charm. His natural charm, which is crucial for any 007 navigating MI6 or traveling to far-off places, further confirms his fit for the part. The only possible obstacle might be balancing Bond's responsibilities with his Marvel obligations, particularly in light of the fascinating developments that his character Loki underwent. Another name that's often heard in Bond circles is James Norton. Although Norton, who's most known for his part in McMafia, plays Alex differently from James Bond at first, there is a strong presence and nuance that are similar to the legendary spy. With lots more acting years ahead of him and not too much of a household name yet, he is the ideal fit. Who do you think will be the perfect fit for the role? Do share with us in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.